I'm so excited. We're gonna go for a walk. I got this little seat and we're gonna get a wagon and we're gonna go for a walk. Mommy fixed your hair and it's kind of whooping, doing a funky thing there. Yeah, oh, cutie little. Oh yeah. She's gonna be going to her MRI soon. You have no idea what's coming, girlie. No idea. Good morning. Look at how tired we are. It is Tuesday. Yes. Tuesday morning. She went almost 24 hours NPO, which means she had to have a completely empty stomach, nothing in her. And so she only got one feed last night. When we finally got back to the room, it was 8 o'clock, and then I needed to bathe her and get her settled and put oxygen on her. Yeah. And last night, look at that. She's so exhausted. It was very hard. It was really difficult because she's not used to things like on her face. And so we did have little socks on her hands. And I tried to wrap her, but with everything, all the cords and wires and stuff, it's so difficult. She had the best oxygen rate last night from like ever because she was on the oxygen all night. But she was super restless and they were in here basically like all night. I didn't sleep. She kept waking up. Very restless sleep. And she's just so tired. And her hair looks super greasy because we have to keep putting Aquaphor on it. She has sores all over her head. It stopped. I'm just enjoying the silence for just a moment. I have no idea what the MRI results were. I know it's mainly a baseline to have for the future if she has anything neurological that's going on. Managing her oxygen is now the goal from the recommendation of the doctor, which I've been saying for days. The doctor said something. I told him it made me respect him even more because what he said was so true. And he said that as doctors, there's just so many things we do not know. We do not know, and it takes so long to figure things out. And I found it amazing too that how many days and how many doctors, how many teams of people that it's taken to find out why she's having these episodes of not breathing. Her stomach had herniated up into her diaphragm again. When they did the x-ray, they thought they kind of saw something and asked the surgeon, and he's like, I don't think that it would be that, but it actually was. And so if they had done the upper GI then, before putting on the leads to see if she was having any seizures, we would have seen that. It all happens for a reason, and God brought us here for the reason to find out why she's having so much trouble. I literally did not think that it could happen again, and neither did the surgeon. He's like, I thought it was good to go, and it was successful that she wasn't going to have any other issues with this happening again. And you want to go home. And everybody at home wants us to go home. Huh. I love you. You're such a sweetie. So since this morning, not knowing what was going to happen, explaining what she's got going on, we want to go home. And the only way we can go home is when home health gets all of her equipment set up, because we need to have oxygen and a pulse ox to monitor her breathing and her oxygen and heart rate. Once that gets all approved and ready for us, then we will be able to go home, and sometimes it can take a couple days. That's about it. Oh, we had a good little nap, and we're so happy right now. Oh, da da. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Whoa! We're gonna go for another walk. We're gonna warm up some food that Oma made Mommy down at the cafeteria. Yeah. So we're gonna take another stroll in our wagon, and we get to go by ourselves this time. Big stuff. Big stuff. So I'm gonna be transferred soon, but I wanted to get, like, this is my window, and all I see all day is them transferring recycle and trash. Recycle and trash. It's been a very, very emotional day. Moving to the PICU, you are basically like in a fishbowl. It's like all eyes on the patient at all times, which is important. I get that. I don't even have a bathroom anymore. I know that sounds so selfish. I had a fridge, so they won't let me have the little fridge in here anymore. So all this food is going bad. She has to go on this BiPAP tonight, and they already put a NJ tube, so it goes through her nose all the way down to her intestine, past her stomach. The purpose of that is when she goes on the CPAP, it's not a CPAP, BiPAP, it's different. That so she doesn't aspirate So the risks of her aspirating are very high, and so that's why they have the NJ in, and it's hard to watch. I've watched it before on one of my other sons, but he was in a coma, so it was very different, and just having to hold her down, and then when she was eating, like, she's a really short gag reflex, so she could feel it, and it was like making her gag even though I was feeding her through her G-tube. They want us here 24 to 48 hours. I'm hoping it's the 24 and go back to the floor, and then we'll probably have to be there a whole nother day so she can prove that she's stable with the machine. Lord willing, we can go home. This morning I prayed for God's supernatural strength. It's just a lot to process. Like, it was doctor after doctor after doctor, and then, okay, you're gonna move, and now you're gonna do this, and then there was all these questions. Oh, she needs another IV, and then all of these people, like, so many people, like, all in this room at one time, and it's just crazy. It's been one entire week, and totally sleep deprived, which I know comes with the territory, but it has been a lot. And I miss my babies at home. I miss my husband. I miss us all being together. So just really want her to be safe to go home so we can go home. Good morning. Say good morning. Good morning. There you go. She had the BiPAP on. We ended up being able to not have to use the full face mask. I'm so thankful. But just the part that goes over her nose, which is still pretty traumatic. It's all going to be an adjustment, but she basically slept like non-stop from 11:30 to 3. And then they had to like prick her finger to take her blood. It was all downhill after that. So it's 7 now, and it's been like back and forth, like trying to hold her in the chair and calm her down, trying to lay her back down. Anyway, so I'm gonna, yeah, cause she usually would still be sleeping, but it's like, it's impossible right now, so. All right, that's it for right now. Okay, she's calm. She's had a feed. We got to take the mask off. Look at, she looks, I know she wishes she could grab it too. The doctor came by and was so pleased with her blood work and that she never stopped breathing and desatted last night. So we get to go back to the floor. Yay, I'm so happy. One step closer to going home. So a child life specialist came by, is a friend of my friend's, and brought this adorable little lamb. Little lamb. It's so crazy soft. Oh, aren't these like the ugliest mittens? These are just like the ugliest. And then she brought this toy, which when we had our hands free for a long time, but she ripped half of this off and we need to keep it in, so we had to retape it. I mean, she was like lightning fast, grab and then this beautiful soft mini blanket. Oh my goodness. What a treat. What a treat. There you go, we play with it. All right, we got to the new room back in Apollo. And she is just, look at her. She's like so happy she can flip around and like move around, because she couldn't do that in the other bed. and she's been pretty out of it. So she's chewing on her new blanket, her new gift. Huh, yeah. All right, it is Friday afternoon now. I, all morning, all night, cried my eyes out. It was really rough. All right, so the doctor had just come in, and yeah, she signed the orders for our discharge. Yay! Oh, we're complaining? Yeah, look at you all tangled up in your coat. I am so thankful. God has been gracious and merciful through this all, and I praise him because she is fearfully and wonderfully made, and she is meant for a purpose. She is meant to be here, and he has sustained her life. Gonna get ready to go home. I am sayonara mini bag. And I can't believe that 4 months ago it was just like the same thing. Like, I just wanted to get her home and to get to be with family again, and what's the matter? I'm thankful that God has seen us through, and I cannot wait to get home and hug everybody and just smell their heads, and that must sound so weird, but just to smell them and hug them and just be so happy to be together again.
The job of this is to blow air. It's the same thing that we would use to put air in our car tire, our bike tire, or football, soccer ball, basketball.
Do you have like scratches or?
Because of somebody.
You're so happy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Still fighting. It's okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
This needs to go upstairs. All of this stuff. Oh my goodness. Did you see the little lamb? Like it doesn't shine a light. Move it like a steward. Did you like a stew?
It's the Rona.
It looks like a baby rattle. That's like
Oh, and then I had to wash their dinner, my stuff with it.
You're nice.
Look at how cute. Is this the cutest little? Because I had all that stuff to wash.
Stuart has heard so much about.
Reusable.
Yes, I'm Stuart.
Yeah.